Hello, I'm Rebecca Flaherty, and today we're working on another pattern from this geometric series here. We're going to be working on this one today. We're making this bold grid style pattern that's very on trend and using a new fun technique for playing with colour fills. This one's beginner to intermediate level. If you want to use the same colours that I've used today, you can find the palette over in the Pattern Maker's Toolkit. Let's get started. We are going to start with a 3600 pixel square canvas at 300 dpi. You can use any square size for this technique and just adjust the numbers slightly depending on what size canvas you're using. So you might want to use different thicknesses of strips. First we're going to make the basic grid layout. So we're going to fill a layer with any colour. I'm not going to use one that I'm going to use in the main pattern, so we'll just grab this kind of mid bluey grey there. This can be any colour that you like. I would not pick something too dark or too light because that will make it difficult later on, so just any colour for this is fine, something in the mid-range there. So tap and fill this layer. Tap transform. We want to have bilinear for your interpolation method here, and we want snapping and magnetics on for this tutorial. So tap on this node up here, uncheck the ratio, and we want the width of this first strip we're going to make to be 200 pixels. So that's our first strip there, and we can just snap that one into the middle and you should see orange lines crossing there. Then we're going to duplicate this again, tap transform, and we're going to snap it over to the edge here so that it gets cut in half along the edge there. Then we need to make another guide so that we can space these 600 pixels apart. So I'm going to add a layer, fill it with colour. We can just invert the colour on this, bring this to the bottom, tap transform, and this one uncheck the ratio and make it 600 pixels wide. And I'm going to snap that over to the edge there. So this one here in the middle, you can duplicate that one, tap transform, and snap this strip, not so it's butted up against it, but just so it's overlapping and the middle of this blue strip is lined up with the edge of that greenish one there. Then you can grab this greenish one, tap transform, and snap it so that the edge of it is lined up with the middle of the canvas there. Then duplicate one of these thicker strips, tap transform, and just place this one overlapping so that the middle of it is lined up with the edge of that box. Then if we hide this one, you should have these strips here and the centers are all 600 pixels apart. You can either repeat those steps again over this side, or what you can do is group these together, duplicate that group, add another layer, fill this one with colour. You can hide it for this part. So you want that filled layer selected and your group. So swipe right on both of those, tap transform, and then flip it horizontally, and that's going to put everything over there. We can get rid of this one now. Now you can keep all of that in groups if you want, or you could flatten it all into one layer if you're confident it's all in the right place. I'm just going to group that together, going to hide the background, swipe down with 3 fingers and copy all. Then I'm going to swipe down again and paste, put my background on, and I'll hide this layer now. So this copy that we have here, I'm going to duplicate that, tap transform, and I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees, so tap the 45 degree one twice. And then you should have this grid layout here. What I'm going to do now is tap on this N, which will give me all the blend modes, and either linear burn or multiply are good ones for this. I'm going to go for linear burn because there's more of a contrast between these strips and these ones. This is why you shouldn't use a colour that's too dark or too light, because you won't have enough contrast between this colour and that colour. So you can now swipe down with 3 fingers, copy all one more time, and swipe down again and paste. And then those can also be put in that group out of the way. So you should just have this layer here now, and this is what we're going to use for doing our colour fills. we can use this as a reference layer. So tap on this layer up here, and then down here tap reference. Then you can add a layer above. I'll grab a new colour, and then depending on what you've got your threshold set to for colour fills, you can then use this as a reference for making fills on this layer here. So I'm going to drag this pink colour over to here. My threshold at the moment is 98%, so it's going to fill all of this stuff, and if I take it to 100 it would fill the whole canvas. But as you drag it down, once you get to, depending on the colours you've used, for this one it's about 40%, you can see that it's going to just fill this square here. You can see that it's gone outside and filled a bit more than just this square. So what you need to do is bring the threshold all the way down. Just undo that. You might need to do this in 2 goes if you haven't got enough screen to swipe all the way across on. You can do a colour drop, go as far as you can that way, undo, and then do another colour drop and move as far as you can that way so that you get down to 0 for your threshold. So let's put this one on, undo, and then carry on. I'll get there in a minute. Hide this one, clear it, and then again just carry on dragging the threshold all the way down to 0, and when it gets down to 0, this will only fill that bit in the middle there, and then you can do continue filling, and you can use different colours and fill the different sections, and it will stick to just filling those pixels. So let's zoom out, let's clear this layer. So you want this layer as your reference, and then we're going to do colour fills on this layer with our colour drop threshold set to 0%. So I'm going to pick my first colour that I'm going to use, which is going to be this blue one here, and I'm going to start with the vertical bars on the edges because these 2 rows need to be the same colour and these need to be the same colour as well. So we'll start with these vertical ones. I've got 6 colours here and I'm going to use 2 rows of each colour. So we'll just start filling this, tap continue filling, and then you can do these first so that I've made sure those match. And you can see we've got that as fills on this layer here. Depending on how complicated you want to make this, you can either use 1 layer per colour if you want to recolour this later, or you can just do all of your colour fills on 1 layer. I'd suggest maybe doing it all on 1 layer while you're figuring out a layout for your colours, because it can be a bit of a faff to keep having to switch between colours while you're getting things figured out. You can always make a layered version later once you have your colour layout sorted. So I'm going to do 1 more strip in this colour. Let's go for this one here. I'm going to use 6 colours here and have 2 of each colour per repeat. So I'm going to pick another colour now. So we'll go for this orangey red, and I'm going to make this bar in this colour and this one. And then I'm going to go for the dark pink, and we'll make these 2 remaining ones the dark pink colour. Then we'll go and do the horizontal ones now. So we'll start at the top, and I'm going to use 3 more colours to do these. So we'll do the top and bottom, so we remember to keep those the same colour. To go back and make that a colour fill again. And then 1 more in that colour, we'll do this one. And then switch to my green, turquoise. And then these 2 remaining ones, I'm going to do the last colour, which is this light pink. Of course, you can use more or less than 6 colours and put them in any position you want. Just have fun and experiment. And now is my favourite part, filling in all these little squares. So you can kind of do them like a uniform kind of thing. So maybe on this one you have all of these be red, and then pick matching colours for all of them, or you could just go for something completely random, which I think is what I'm going to do. So I'll start with green and just start adding some of these in. Just make sure that you make the edge ones match up like that. Once you're done with laying your colours out, it's time to see how this is looking in Repeat. So let's swipe down with 3 fingers and copy all. Up to the top here, swipe down again. I don't know why this isn't working first time today. On this layer here, tap transform, and we're going to snap this up into the middle until you see 1800 pixels there. Duplicate, tap transform, and snap that across to there. Make sure this seam looks okay. Pinch those together, duplicate, and snap that one down to the bottom. Again, just check that middle seam is looking all right. And you can pinch that together, and that is one version of this pattern. And I love how this pattern just kind of seems to pop and sparkle like an optical illusion almost. Before we move on from this though, I want to show you one more really cool trick you can do with this. So let's hide this one and go back to our original tile. You should still have this in the clipboard, so you can swipe down with 3 fingers and paste. And then rotate it 45 degrees and fit to canvas. So you should have like a diamond in the middle there. Tap off it and then duplicate this layer, tap transform and snap it into the corners here. So we're going to repeat it at 45 degrees. Make sure each one of these is snapped into the corners like that. Duplicate again, tap transform, and bring each one into the corners. Pinch all of those together and then duplicate it a few times just to knock out the semi-transparency on the seams there. So you should have this, your main tile underneath, and then this on top. And then what you can do is play around with the blend modes on this layer to get some really cool effects underneath. If I go up to the top here, you can see this one is multiply. Darken looks pretty cool. Colour burn is pretty rad as well. Linear burn I think is probably my favourite. And then you get some other pretty effects down here. So this one is lighten. Screen looks quite cool as well. So there's all these different kinds of effects you can get depending on what colour you've used. So everyone's will be different if you've all used different colours. I'm gonna use linear burn, I think. I love this colour mix here. And if you wanted to use this as a pattern tile, you could export this as a JPEG and use that. Or if you wanted to put this into Repeat, you can copy all, paste, and then you'd be able to put this into Repeat as well. So there we go, 2 completely different looking repeats from one single tile there. You could also experiment with the different effects you get using a coloured background instead of a white background for the grid as well. If you want to use the same colours as me, you can find the colour palette I use for this tutorial inside the Pattern Maker's Toolkit. If you'd like to explore even more geometric pattern ideas, I also have a Skillshare class all about creating geometric patterns in Procreate using circles. New members can get 1 month free with the link below. That's all from me this week. Thanks for watching, have fun, stay creative, and I will see you soon.